Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel, where we break down South Africa's biggest political stories and unpack what they really mean for ordinary citizens. Today's episode dives into a heated showdown between the ANC and the DA, sparked by a renewed housing delivery debate and some bold accusations by ANC Secretary-General Mbalula. In a recent press briefing, Mbalula took direct aim at the Democratic Alliance, accusing the opposition party of serving only the rich while ignoring the desperate housing needs of ordinary South Africans. He didn't mince his words, saying, "No DA will build houses for our people. They represent the elite, not the working class." These are serious claims, but they're not happening in a vacuum. South Africa is facing a massive housing crisis. As of 2023, over 13 million people still lack adequate shelter. Many live in informal settlements with no running water, no toilets, and no electricity. Housing delivery has long been a benchmark of political performance and a source of controversy. Which is why Mbalula's attack matters. But here's where things get complicated. Back in 2019, President Cyril Ramaphosa visited Alexandra Township during an election campaign and told residents that housing was a top priority. His speech, widely reported in the media, was interpreted by many as a promise to build 1 million houses in Alexandra. However, Mbalula is now denying that such a promise was ever made. According to him, Ramaphosa was referring to a nationwide housing plan, not a township-specific commitment. He insists that the idea of building 1 million houses in Alexandra is a fantasy of imagination. This denial hasn't gone down well. In fact, a video clip from 2021 resurfaced and quickly went viral. In it, Mbalula clashed with political analyst JJ Tabane on ENCA, struggling to defend the ANC's housing record. The clip reignited the debate and exposed just how much public trust has eroded. Critics immediately took to social media, accusing Mbalula of gaslighting voters and rewriting history. One user mocked him, saying he couldn't even blame COVID for the delays this time. Another said, "First they promise us houses, then they tell us we imagined it. What's next?" But Mbalula hasn't backed down. He doubled down on the ANC's position, arguing that the ruling party is focused on systemic solutions, not empty slogans. According to him, the ANC is building infrastructure across the country while the DA selectively invests in wealthy suburbs. And this brings us to Cape Town, the DA's crown jewel of governance. Mbalula claims that under DA leadership, Cape Town has become a tale of two cities. On one side, you have leafy suburbs with uninterrupted services and fast development. On the other, sprawling informal settlements like Khayelitsha, where infrastructure backlogs continue to grow. So, is this all just political theater ahead of the elections? Partly, yes. The ANC is under enormous pressure. Its national support has slipped below 50%, and key battlegrounds like Gauteng are wide open. The housing debate is a perfect wedge issue. It touches millions of lives, exposes opposition weaknesses, and lets the ANC rekindle its populist appeal. The ANC's upcoming January 8 statement rally in Khayelitsha will likely amplify these themes. Mbalula's remarks are clearly aimed at galvanizing working-class voters by reminding them that the ANC still positions itself as the only party capable of transformative development. But here's the catch: talk is cheap. For many South Africans, these debates don't mean much if they don't result in brick-and-mortar homes. Despite billions being allocated to housing since 1994, countless projects have stalled, and many RDP houses are falling apart due to poor workmanship. Meanwhile, allegations of corruption, ghost beneficiaries, and politically connected contractors continue to surface. Even Mbalula's critics within the ANC have started asking tough questions. Some argue that the party needs to be more honest about its delivery failures and adopt a more transparent approach. Others say internal competition and provincial turf wars have paralyzed the state's ability to act decisively. And while the DA points to better audit outcomes and service delivery in the Western Cape, it hasn't escaped scrutiny either. NGOs and urban planners argue that the DA's housing model reinforces spatial inequality by continuing to build low-cost housing on the periphery, far from economic opportunities. So the truth is this: both parties have shortcomings, and voters are increasingly aware of that. According to political analysts, the 2024 elections will be a turning point. For the first time, South Africa could face a national coalition government, and smaller parties could end up kingmakers. In that kind of environment, housing could be a make-or-break issue, especially in metros like Johannesburg, Tshwane, and eThekwini. Voters are no longer just listening to speeches. They are fact-checking them. They're revisiting old campaign videos. They're tracking progress on housing delivery apps. And they're speaking out, on Twitter, on TikTok, and in community meetings. Whether Mbalula's comments resonate or backfire will depend not on his soundbites, but on what the ANC can show on the ground. And the clock is ticking. So we'll end with this: South Africa doesn't need more blame games. It needs results. And whether it's the ANC or the DA, or a future coalition government, the people want one thing above all: a roof over their heads, and dignity in their lives. Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown insightful, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next analysis. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Who do you trust more on housing, Mbalula's ANC or the DA in the Western Cape? Until next time, stay informed and stay empowered.